Here we go, record. So there you go. So we're recording this session as well for all those who cannot join us on lunchtime. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining today. Thanks for being awesome and for helping and assisting and making this a reality. It doesn't happen by itself. I want to thank Trudy, Lori, Elliot, and every one of you, and Maria, for inviting people from your groups, from your sites to come and join. It's just been an amazing few weeks working through this and getting all of it put together. So welcome. I want you to just relax and, enjoy this session of what's going to be about thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. So I think I even have my cousin or my nephew from Toronto joining, which is really cool. So welcome. And I want you all to just relax, take it easy, have a cup of water, a cup of coffee, warm. This is not going to be a high tense environment. It's going to be an enjoyable environment where we're just going to have a conversation, talk with you about what Bob has done for the last 61 years. And I want to thank every one of you who sent me notes, who sent me condolences and all that good stuff, because he did pass away. And the good thing, I'm grateful that I was in his space for 14 months learning this material. And we have what it takes to carry on the legacy and keep sharing the beautiful information and how we can transform our lives. So thank you all for all the, the love and the light, everything that you've sent. Every one of you are just amazing. So as we go on with this conversation, basically be relaxed, have a piece of paper and a pen. It's going to be more of a dialogue. I have a few questions that we're going to be asking yourselves each as to how to answer them, and a few videos that we're going to watch on and off, because I want to show you today the insides and the ins and outs of the program, of the coaching, the life coaching that I do, and how that's helping me and helping the clients. So it's going to be interactive, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be available for the review after. So, but if you have not met me, if this is your first time here, my name is Kamal, and I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I've been studying with Bob Proctor himself for the last 14 months, and it has been a great journey to learn Bob's material and sharing it with many of you on Clubhouse, on LinkedIn, on my Facebook group, and my clients. So it's been a beautiful journey. I came across it a while ago in '96, but then it didn't click at the time. But about a year and a half ago is when I really started. So I want to say that it has been an incredible 15 months to change my future, change my career, change my direction of what I can achieve just by using this material. So when I came across it, I was just studying it first, and then I decided to teach it. I decided to teach it because that's how you become the best at what you're doing. And, along the way, a few of you came into my life, my clients and partners in the business that are helping. So it's just been an incredible journey. So we've got Trudy. Trudy is also a coach in goal setting, and she's also a client. And so she's helping along, inviting others to join. We've got Lori Lee here on the Zoom, that is an amazing real estate agent as a client, doing phenomenal. We've got Maria Chiverden from Ireland. She's also helping, and she's doing phenomenal work overseas. And every one of you, Elliot as well, is an entrepreneur about to retire from one job into a new thing. And it's just been an incredible journey of growth. So what I'm going to share with you is really dear to my heart, because what the material has done for me. And I do appreciate all your time that you're going to spend with me the next 2 hours. But the key is to, put the guard down and let the information help you get to that next level that you want to reach. How these thoughts, feelings, and actions are going to deliver results. What did Bob do over the past 61 years? How did he do that? Okay, how does he transform these ideas? So I'm going to share with you what I learned from him directly over the last 14 months. And we'll watch some videos, we'll see some text, but also some testimonials. Allow Trudy as well to share, and the clients to share what they think of the program and how it has changed their life. So as we kick it off, maybe another minute for the LinkedIn folks to show up. There was a couple more people that they said they're coming, but we'll see. So with that, Trudy, welcome. Would you like to say hi to the team and tell them who you are, what you do, and kick it off for us?
Sure. Hi, my name's Trudy Tosh. I'm coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida, which is the north part of Florida. I have been in personal growth and development for almost 30 years. I love it. I have been an industry leader in direct sales for the last 20 years with Mary Kay Cosmetics, where I have been coaching a team and building a wonderful client base. I met Kamal over COVID, probably a year ago, right, Kamal? And it's just been amazing to continue to be connected with like-minded people who want to positively move forward. I am also a student of Kamal and learning this information on a higher level to incorporate it into my life and new goals. 4 years ago, I started a motivational speaking business, and I'm using the information to help increase my platform with that. And it's just been amazing ever since, January, just learning the principles and the TIR lessons and actually applying them has really caught my whole energy level on fire. I have increased, not as grown as fast as I want to, but I have 2 boys that I have got to, guide them also. But it's been an enjoyment to apply this information and have it truly have results. And since January, I have been speaking in books for, I may have to look at it, maybe 10. I've been in 10 different platforms, and it's so exciting. And so I just want to let you know this information really does work. You hear a lot of stuff out there in the world, but the law of attraction is a real thing. And when you study the principles and apply them, it does make a difference.
So good.
And I know Lori can also back me up on that.
Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. And it's what it is. We're sharing the good news. We're sharing the gift with you. And everything that I'm sharing with you today, and truly, these are real examples, real world stuff. This is not made up. This is not something you're seeing in the newspaper. This is real. So I only,
if you don't believe me, follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and you can see all the stuff I've been doing that wasn't there last year. So
love it. So good. Yes. So thank you, Trudy, for that. And thanks for inviting others to come along this journey with us. You see, when you like something so well, you invite others. You want more to have this abundance and this success. And that's the idea, is how can we help others start really achieving what they can achieve? Because we're seeing the result. We're becoming the product of the product. So in a short amount of time to uplift your life and start getting results, how is that possible? How did Bob do it? How is this material going to help you? I'm going to show you how. I'm going to help you connect the dots, a bit at a time. It's your mind is beautiful. It's like magic. It's not exactly magic, but it can work like magic. And that's what I'm going to show you today, if you allow me to help you get that. So thank you so much, Trudy. Lori, you want to say something as well before we go?
Well, yes, thank you, Kamal. It's so good to be here because I'm taking a quasi day off, and it's pretty awesome. This is one of the best the best programs I've ever been involved in. And I'll tell you that I started with you in October, and I met you through a book club. I think you were doing a room, and I popped in with Bina. I think that's what it was. She brought me in. And I joined your book club back in September, but finally just got involved in the Thinking into Results program at the end of October. And I mean, you're a giver anyway. I mean, you were just giving. And my goodness, I felt myself starting to grow even before that, because you're just so awesome. Bob Proctor's teaching, and there's no better teacher. This is unbiased, no better teacher than Kamal, right? So I think personally, one of the biggest breakthroughs I've had was learning to relax and not, I was very anxious when I first met you. And you relax when you have money in the bank. I know that. You relax a whole lot more. And at the time I met Kamal, I really wasn't doing well financially. I wasn't doing well in my business. And I reached out, and Kamal had been reaching out to me because I needed a little bit of a nudge. And that was, I'm grateful for that, because this has really changed my whole world. I mean, and I just I think I'm still only on lesson 1 and 2. And I've been on lesson 1 and 2 for the last 3 months. And it's just, it's not that I'm stuck there. It's just, I like to absorb it. I like to really, it's not, I know that the rest of it is going to be mind blowing. And maybe that's like a little bit of a terror barrier too. Like, oh, I'm going to move forward. But you know what? This is just the beginning. And that's what I love about that, because my income has increased as a result of the just overall, because it's Bob will say it's an inside out job. You don't just get it from the exterior, and you don't seek other people's approvals, because the approval comes from you and God, that spirit inside of you. And, you got to, Kamal says words like this all the time to us, like, you got to be your own rescue, and you're your own captain, and we got to save the captain. He said that to me before. You got to save the captain.
Right.
And then, like, there are people also that will take this course and probably do nothing with it and waste their money, and that's crazy, because it's here and it's an investment. I look at this as an investment myself. I've invested more in myself this year. I mean, actually in 1 year than I have probably in 10 years or longer. 16 years, maybe. I don't, because I've been in real estate 16 years, and I had my best month, I should say, ever this month. And that's just a result of and that more than pays for the, yes, and it more than pays for the course. It more than pays for that. So, you get to talk about a return on investment. That's more than probably about a 10x return on gross income, right? And I think also taking on an abundant mindset, that you can have anything you want, I mean, the only limitations are the limitations we put on ourselves. And I gave you the example of my husband who is into physical fitness this morning, and he didn't know that he was doing this, right? But he was, because about 5 years ago, he had a really bad back, like talking about surgery and all that sort of thing, and pretty bad sciatica. And he decided to work on his body and get his muscle strength going. And he said, 5 years ago, he said, I'm going to deadlift 315 pounds, which he's never did then in his life. And it took him, 2 or 3 years to be able to do that. And he did that. That's a long time, right? Compared to this, right? If he did this, maybe it would have been sooner. But then he also made a recent goal, about a year ago. I'm going to deadlift 425. And now he's doing 450. So, and his back problems are, just about gone. But he didn't know about this, right? And
Yeah.
I think had he known about this, right, maybe that would have happened a lot sooner. Right, because this is designed to like get you going within 3 to 6 months. If you do it, you've got to do it. People are information gatherers, and I was one of those too for many years. Like, oh, I think I'll just do this and do that. This is when there's a difference between doing the work and gathering the information. Because this is not just like in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening. This is every single moment of every single day. And it becomes a habit. If you go a day without it, then you have to start all over again, But for me, and maybe it's just me, but I know that every single waking moment of every day, that my eyes are wide open. Sometimes they're not, but when my eyes are wide open, this is what I'm on, whether it's in the car or in front of a client or whatever I'm doing. I'm thinking of this because Bob is always either playing in my car or playing in my head, or I'm writing out something that has to do with thinking into results. So thank you, Kamal.
So good. Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful example of yourself, and congratulations. And, the best is yet to come. And one of the reasons that I, bring this to you is because it's really that good. When I first heard it from Bob Proctor that he's been doing this for 61 years, it was 59 when I met him. I was like, wow, how could you be doing the same thing so long? And how could you keep getting better? Well, there is a way. There is a way to achieve next level, because it's not the degrees, it's not the certificates, it's not the information. Information is already available. The libraries are full of information, but there's a certain way to start thinking to move to that next level. And that's what we're going to teach you. We're going to teach you how you can start thinking, feeling, and acting in a direction that is way beyond where you're at right now. Because every one of you has a dream. Every one of you have a beautiful thing that you want to achieve and overcome, but you're not able to for some reason. Your intention is good. You want to do it, but you're not able to reach that next. So you go on taking a certificate, taking a degree, getting another book, but it's just the results don't just happen, and you end up being stuck in a certain way in what's really going on. So that's what Bob has figured out. That's why this information is so golden, it's so precious, and I'm forever grateful that I had the chance to study with him before he passed away. And he's with us in spirit, believe it or not. As we talk about spirit, he is with us in spirit. He's given us the most beautiful gift you can ever have, because this is going to help us connect the dots moving forward and what to do. We could never know what to do next, but you can kind of do it. If you look at the work of the greats, that's what you're going to do. So what I'm going to share with you, and in a little bit, we're going to get Maria and Carlos to also share their experience. I want to kick it off by having you really, really stretch. Think of a thing that you've always been wanting to do. You've always been wanting to achieve, but it just doesn't happen. Or you've got this new job and you moved, and this thing is just not really happening. Why is it not happening? Why this goodness that you deserve is not happening? You know, you want a new job, you want a better job, you want a better car, you want a better house, you want a better relationship, but somehow it doesn't happen. Somehow it doesn't happen for you. And if it is, you're doing something on the right track and you want to understand it better. Well, what Bob has figured out is that it's all in the mind, and it's all in how we think, feel, and act, and how we go about living our lives, how we get our system, our body to move, how we make decisions, how we shift our paradigm, and what kind of habits are we living to achieve that next level of success. So you see, when Bob started studying this book, Think and Grow Rich, back in 1961, when Ray Stanford showed it to him, he did not believe that he can achieve this next level results. He did not believe that he can go from $4,000 a year to thousands. In under 5 years, he was in the millions. Within the first year, he was making $15,000. It's back in the 60s. Think about it. We're 2022. 2022. Every one of you has a phone, has a computer. Everyone has information. They have a house. They have a car. And some of you are not even doing it yet. So what is missing? How could some people do it and some do not? We go to the same schools. We have the same information, but some will really break through and others do not. Many others, meaning 85, 90%, they are stuck. They are stuck and they're frustrated and they're not feeling good and they're not aware. So Bob figured it out. And since he figured it out, he's been on this mission of teaching everybody how. And that's why the company, Proctor, which I'm a consultant, I'm part of, I'm certified by Bob, to spread this material and teach it to every one of you so you can have that goodness. It doesn't matter what your degree is. It doesn't matter what certificate you have. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are. It doesn't matter what your goal is. If you want it, you can have it. You just have to have a want. You just have to have something that you are aspiring to have. And the part that everybody slows down on is dreaming big. See, when you were a kid, you were allowed to dream and you dreamt big things. You wanted to be the superwoman or the superman. You wanted to be that next big hit, that star, the actor. But as we grew up, the society has limited us down so much. So what Bob figured out, he's figured out why this happens. And he's figured out the map, how you can go all from where you are to where you want to go, to what you want to achieve. So what he's done, he's put it in packages for us in literature and in videos that we can digest it slowly and start learning and becoming that next individual that we want to be. And that's why I liked it. And then I took it and I started studying and started getting these results. I moved my income in less than 6 months to double. In the 2.5 years, it's like 3 times. And not just me, my company is a few $1 million more than what it was. Our sales team is 1.5 times. My clients. So the stuff works if you let it work for you. And I like what Lori said. We have to let this work for you. We have to surrender to the new thing. Right now, we're all in this paradigm. We're believing what we know is everything. But yet we want to change, but we're not allowing the new things to come into your life. Well, if the new thing is to work, we have to kind of put that guard down and allow the lessons and allow whoever did these great stuff to help us achieve. Otherwise, you're going to stay the way you are. So that's why mentorship and guidance helps. By getting a coach and a guide, you speed up your results, how to get to that next level. Now, Bob did that in 1961. And his result, and he studied with Earl Nightingale, right? Earl Nightingale is the father of coaching. And then Bob has been doing it for that long. So what I want you to do, I want you to think, what is that one thing on your mind? Because there's going to be a few questions in a bit we're going to answer together and kind of think about how we can dream big, because I don't want to be just a presentation and bore you with slides. I want you to reflect on, are you happy where you are right now? Are you living the life that you really deserve? Are you in the right relationship that you're in? Like, can you get honest with yourself and tell yourself, am I doing what I can do? Can we remove all these things that are stopping you, and what is stopping you? Why can't you even dream big like you used to dream big, right? If you want to make $1 million or 100,000 or 10,000, whatever is your number, what's holding you back? Now, you might be thinking, it's my job, it's my boss, it's my house, it's my wife, it's my girlfriend, it's my habits. You're blaming everybody but yourself. You're thinking your boss has to do with your income, or you're thinking your spouse has to do because they took you somewhere, that's where you're living. Well, what we learn with this material is really up to us. We are holding ourselves back. Now, you might not like this. You might be like, no, Kamal, it's not my fault. My parents put me in this school. They told me to go to that degree, and this is where I am. Well, that's fine. They did that. Send them love and say thank you. Well, what are you going to do about it? Are you willing to take that responsibility now that you're of age to move to that next level? That whatever that next level to you, are you willing to go there? Because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants that time and financial freedom. Everybody wants to start achieving results. How do you go on achieving results? Fast. I don't want it to take 20 years and 30 and 40. I want it to happen like quick. How do you do it? So the findings over the past 61 years with Bob, it's all up here. Mindset. You got to change your mind. If you don't change your mind of what you can do, when you can achieve, it's going to be very difficult. If you think it's about working hard, that how you're going to get rich, you're on the wrong track. If you think money is evil, it's not going to come to you. If you think millionaires are bad people, how are you going to become a millionaire? So there are so many limiting beliefs that have plagued us over the years from our upbringing, depending where you come from, depending what environment you were raised. You have these limiting beliefs about all these things. So it starts with the beginning. The way Bob sets it up for us is, what is your goal? What do you want to be? You've all probably heard it. What do you want? I remember that meeting. Studying, you look me in the face. Come on, what do you want? Wow. What do you really want? Ask yourself that question and be honest with yourself. What would make you happy? How would you wake up working on what you want every day? Wouldn't you want to do that so that you can really bring the best out of you? Now, if you're too scared to ask that question, it's probably the paradigm. It's probably because you have not been shown this, you have not been allowed to dream like this. Because this information is not just about money. It's not just about achieving. It's about how you live, how you become, how you grow. It's about your mind. It's about, we start with a goal and we imagine something big. Can you imagine what Lori just said? Making your annual income in a month? How would that change your life? Can you even say it without being shy? Can you actually tell your friends and your family that you're going to make $1 million without feeling like, oh shit, they're going to laugh at me? That's what we're going to help you. We're going to help you expand your mind. Because for the most part, the 85–90% of the people are too scared. They're too shy. They are not with the right friends. They are not with the right groups. They can't even share their goal with their family because they're going to laugh at them. That's society. Society does not want you to dream big and achieve big. And we have been raised where we take this criticism so badly. We can't even tell our family our goal that I want to make $1 million a month, $100,000. Whatever is your number? Ever imagine that? Just imagine yourself telling your friend, your best friends, hey, buddy, I'm going to make $100,000 this month. What do you think? What would they say? Fucking crazy. Are you nuts? What, are you smoking something? What have you been drinking? They will not believe it. But what I'm about to tell you, thousands of people are doing it. Millions of people are making it. So why not you? Why not you? Why don't you believe in yourself enough that you can do this? Because you can, if you want to. And then we can help you attach with yourself. Well, how do you want it? What is that one thing that you want? And when you want it, why do you want it? How do you can get emotionally attached to it? I call this session today, thinking, feeling, moving into action and results. Because I want you to feel what you want. I want you to take your mind somewhere where it's never been. Because if you want to do something you've never done, you have to go somewhere where you've never been. And where is that somewhere you've never been? Or somewhere you've never been. What would it be like when you earn that money? What would it be like when you are living in that state, dream home with a beach, or forest, or acres, whatever you want? What would it be like? You have to think about it and imagine yourself there. Start feeling what's it going to be like. Now, today, I can't go over the whole subconscious mind and all that, but I'm going to give you a quick perspective on it as to how you can start dreaming big and moving into action based on spiritual guidance, based on intuitive mind. Because once you start dreaming big and moving in that direction, that's when the best of you is going to come out. It's when you hold ourselves, when you are stuck in the small thinking is when you get small results. I want you to start thinking big. I want you to let yourself loose, like loose on what you want to achieve. What do you want to make this year? We're in February. Like, what do you want your income to be? Or are you waiting for your boss to give you a $500 raise? If they do, maybe you'll get it. What I'm inviting you to see and open up your mind that you can start creating your own future. You can decide what you want. You can make up your mind that that's what I want, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. We can teach you how to start thinking like this. And that's what the material does. Like, what kind of trips would you go on, right? What kind of trips would you go on if money was not an object, right? And are you willing to even think this big where you can get really honest with yourself? What's going to make you happy? Because if you're not willing to be honest, if you're not willing to kind of relax, and if you're just going to keep chasing that next thing, that's not it. It's not the little thing, you know, it's you asking you, what do you want? You want a better job, you want a better house, a better car, better boyfriend, better girlfriend? What's going to make you happy? What do you want? You got to get honest and take that responsibility. And what I'm going after your desire. Now, in this book that Bob started to study with Ray Stanford, we talk about desire a lot. Because when you're thinking of something, the universe is giving you signals as to what you want. You're thinking about it. And if I share something with you, that the fact that you're thinking about it, the fact that you're thinking about this next level income, that house that you're dreaming about, that's your right to have. It's your right of abundance. So the fact that you're actually thinking you can have it, you can go on and learning how to get it. Now, you might not believe this. You might say, no, this is crazy. I tell you, it works. It works. We teach you how to think of a goal, get emotionally attached with it, get emotionally involved with it, and start moving in a direction that you've never done before. And you're going to have to follow directions. You're going to have to follow the guidance of what the mentors who've been doing this for the last 120 years. This did not come just from Bob. Bob figured out the way to reprogram the paradigm, the way to study, the way to get emotionally engaged with your goal. But this information is time-tested. Andrew Carnegie passed down the information to Napoleon Hill in the Laws of Success. Then Napoleon Hill researched the 500 people like you and I, that went from nothing to multimillionaires. They went from nothing. So if you have no money, it's okay. If you have some money, it's also okay. They went from nothing to multimillionaires. And he wrote down in the Law of Success and in this book. But then if it's that easy, why not so many are, how come not so many are doing it? How come 90% of the population is broke? There you go. She got her book. Love it. Love it. How come 90% of the population is stuck? What Bob has figured out is because they don't have a goal they're emotionally attached to. You got to have a goal. And you really have to get honest with yourself and get your emotion engaged to throw everything at it. You got to wake up thinking about it. You heard Lori. I think about my goal all the time, not just once a day, all the time. Because I want all the powers of the universe to help me achieve it. I don't need to know how. I just need to know what I want. And I want to move in that direction every day. But I want to desire my goal. I want to desire my goal. Desire. But if you don't desire it, if it's not big enough, if it's not something you've never had, it's going to be too boring. So you have to desire something you've never had. Like I don't desire doing the dishes. It's pretty boring. I don't do the dishes. It's just an obligation. Somebody has to do them. I do them some of the time. I'm lucky with my daughters and my wife. They do all that. So you have to desire something really big. Money, cars, homes, relationships, businesses, helping others, raising money for a foundation, building a school, something you've never done. But why do you want it? Emotionally, why do you want it? So if we think of something, how can you get emotionally attached to it? Well, we're going to teach you how. We're going to teach you how to get emotionally attached so that your thinking mind get emotionally attached with what you want. When you get emotionally attached to something, the universe and the infinite is going to give you the guidance what to do next. It's going to give you what action to take next and who's going to be attracted to you so you can start to have the goodness in your life that you deserve. That's how the Wright brothers, those who put the plane up in the air, we all travel now, but we don't know how it started. Well, in 1903, these Wright brothers up in Dayton, Ohio, 25, 30 minutes from where I am. I'm in Cincinnati. Bicycle mechanics. They dreamt of a plane that flies in the air. Bicycle mechanics. They had no phones. They had no computers. They just had a dream. And they imagined this plane that flies in the air. Now, countries have been trying to do this. The United States, Russia, Europe, well, a lot of engineers, a lot of money, a lot of mathematicians. So we're two bicycle mechanics. They had nothing, but they had the goal. They had a dream to put a plane up in the air, and they did in 1903. So it's not about what you know, it's about what you want. Edison, 10,000 tries to get the light bulb. How badly do you want your goal? How many times have you tried? How many times are you going to go after it? You try 2, 3 times and you give up. But aren't you willing to go? Are you willing to go? If you really want it, why do you even quit? If it is your desire, why are you quitting on it? Desire is the starting point of all achievement. So if we're going to start breaking down the seminar into thoughts, feelings, action, results, between the thoughts and the feeling, there's desire there. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. You have to desire this thing so bad. If I want to desire to teach 100 people, 1,000 people, I got to really want it. Why do I want it? What does it make me feel like when I see others achieving? There's a reason why. Right? What does it make me feel like? I want to get into that feeling. Now, if you don't get your feeling attached to what you want, you're going to get bored. And that's why New Year resolutions don't work. Christmas comes and people make resolutions. They sign up to the gym, they buy the book. 2 weeks later, gyms are empty. 2 weeks later, they haven't even cracked a page in that book. They barely read the first page because they don't really desire. They're thinking a quick fix. So what Bob has done, he's taught us and show us the way of what it takes to achieve results. What it takes to consistently move yourself up the ladder of success, whatever that is to you. It doesn't matter if you're at the $100, 1,000, 100,000, million. For every level, there's another level. It's like the Olympians. You know, you win the first medal and you're going to win the next medal. And why is that? Why are we always wanting more? Everyone else, every time you've achieved something, you want more. Even you get a job, suddenly you want more. Trudy had a coaching business. Now she wants a bigger coaching business. And she went from 5 people to 20 people, now 200 people. What's going to make her excited next? 1,000 people? I don't know. Whatever is her dream. So we're always expanding. Our spirit, our natural spiritual being is forever growing in awareness and rising. So we want that more thing. That more thing is healthy. That's how we are. That's how you stay alive, and that's how you have this energy coming to and flowing through you, making you great at what you do. So we always want to achieve this more and keep us going. Unless you're like some of these other people who they say, no, I just want to retire safely. I just want to, have a little income. I want to eat biscuits and put some water with sugar in it and just kind of retire, die away into life and really live on $1,000, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. I'd say there's nothing wrong with it. But so many people have it confused. They think that's what happiness is. They think they've made it when they just got that $1,000 coming every month and they're just going to live in a very small place, no vacations, no eating food, no eating sushi, no buying Lululemon stuff, no living that fancy life, going to parties. And, it's okay to live modest. I'm not saying fancy life is the way. But all I'm saying is that there's more to life, to explore life, to grow. If you're thinking you want to retire just safely into a job, just keep doing what you're doing. You stay where you're at. But if you want more out of life, if you want more results, if you want it faster, if you want life to start happening to you, to getting more interesting people in your life, you got to think differently. You got to do some things that you've never done before. You got to expose yourself to ideas that you have not had the chance. Now you might be saying, Kamal, I've tried this before. I've read this book. You haven't tried thinking into results. You haven't tried Bob Proctor material. And if you've tried it and didn't do enough of a job, it's not going to work for you. Lori already said, you really have to take the material to heart and start acting on the information. You have to be willing to follow direction. And that's some kind of thing in us that, we have this ego that, I know it already. I don't need to follow directions. I know enough. I had 5 degrees. 5, not 2, 5. God, barely breaking the 6 figure. How is that even possible? 19 years, 5 degrees, barely breaking 6 figures. I was like, what's wrong with me? Well, turn out there's nothing really wrong with me. It's just the way the society is, the way we're set up to do, the way the business system, the way the employee personality is, the way the school system gets you to be. You get a certificate, maybe you get a $1,000 raise. You get a little promotion. But for us to start multiplying our income and going to that 10 times, 100 times, you got to think differently. You got to desire something so bad and you got to feel it. You think it and then you feel it. And that feeling is going to give you guidance what to do next. That infinite intelligence, that information that's available, abundance is here already. It's going to tell you what to do next. Our job is to listen and become more aware. You're here today because you are thinking bigger than where you are right now. You moved your mind, you moved your intellect, you moved your frequency to a different vibration, different level. And it's like, well, this guy's got something going on. I really want to understand more how. And that's why you're here today. It's not by luck. It's not by chance. You're actually wanting more out of life. So this information starts showing up. The right people will start showing up at the right time to take you where you want to go. So what I want to share with you next, a quick video as to how you can start dreaming big and what's really possible. It's a beautiful video from Bob. It's 4 minutes long about taking action, about how if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it. Now, what are you dreaming about? If you're not dreaming of anything, why not? Just dream about maybe, when was the last time you took a real vacation? When was the last time you took a real vacation? Like, there's difference between taking a vacation and spending $500 and taking a vacation and spending $10,000, right? What kind of vacation have you gone on? Like, when are you going to start living? When are you going to start like really desiring some new stuff into your life? What are you willing to do? Right? You are able, but what are you willing to do towards your goals to achieve the money you want, the success you want, so you can start having this? I want you to start dreaming big. I want you to start dreaming big. I'm going to just quickly flash these questions on the screen as we hear this video from Bob. And I want you to really think and ask yourself these questions. And I'm running this seminar different than before because I really want you to think big. And, and I haven't asked that earlier, but turn your cameras on because that's another limiting thing that's going on. Turn your camera on. Let me see your beautiful faces. Some of you are, but I want to see all of your faces. So as you listen to this next section of the video from Bob, ask yourself some of these questions. Stick on the first couple questions. How frequently would you take a vacation if money was not a determining factor? How often would you go? Once a month? Once a day? Once every 6 months? How often would you go? Twice a year? Look at your income. How much has your income increased year by year over the past 5 years? Just, don't have to be exact. How did it change? Did it change at all? Because this program is not about giving you a 1% increase in life. This is about multiplying it 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. I've shared with you what I did. Lori did. So did Trudy. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to dream? Where have you been? Because if you look back at the 2-3 years where you've been, you're going to know what you're going to do next. And what are you willing to do? What are you willing to go on this journey? What improvements would you like to take place in your life over the next 2 years? Look at that question. Describe a concern, a problem that you'd like to eliminate. What is one problem that keeps coming back into your life that you can't get rid of? What's that one habit that you cannot shake off? How come you cannot give yourself a command and follow it? You want to go to the gym, you want to lose the weight, but you don't do it. You want to read the book, but you don't read the book. You tell yourself you're going to, but you don't. Who's in charge? So with this material, we're going to start teaching you how you can do this, how you can connect the dots to become in charge of you, to become that next best version of yourself. Like I said, I had 5 degrees. There was no way. I was like, how could that be possible? And then I found Bob. And then the material is just phenomenal. And it's not just my results. It's my clients. It's how I'm feeling. It's my family, how they're feeling. I'm becoming better because as I become better, they become better. It's not the outside. It's the inside. It's an inward job. So let me get this video. And as you heard these questions, I want you to really dream. Let's see where this video is. I want you to think. Think of something you really want. And maybe you've seen this video before, but that's okay if you've seen it before. I want you to let yourself loose. Don't worry about if you can do it or not. Don't worry about how much it's going to cost. Listen to what Bob says here.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Now, do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now, all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your step. Set it so big it jazzes you, it really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better.
So good. I love this video. So much power. So much it lets you go. Like you really have to let yourself go to a place. And if you don't let yourself dream like this big, so you can start living the life that you want, what is there for, right? Why do you want to continue? Just to do things, or do you really want to grow up, right? So what are you desiring? What's your true answer? What do you really want? Are you willing to let yourself in on an idea that you are in love with? What is this one idea or two ideas? What is this that one? What do you want to become the master of? Do you want to have full control of your life? Do you want to start knowing how to feel, act, behave, and wake up you are in charge? Do you want to get control? Because so many of you want that control, but you're thinking it's not your thing. You think things are happening to you. Well, what I'm sharing with you, that life is happening for you. You've been creating all this chaos. You've been creating all this success. Whatever that's going on, you are in charge. We just don't know. I was not aware of it like that. I was thinking it's all happening to me. I was thinking everybody's against me. I was thinking I don't have enough friends. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to think? Are you willing to go somewhere where you've never been? Do you want to start having the good life? Do you want to start feeling amazing every day? Or do you want to wake up in misery every day? Do you want to wake up in pain every day? How do you want to feel? Are you willing to start living the life that you deserve? See, I know you're able. Every one of you is able, because you are an amazing individual. We are born with the image of the Spirit. We are an extension of that. We have absolute perfections inside of us. It's just we are not willing. We are able. We can do so much. We just don't. We say, this is happening to me, and that's happened to me, and that's what they did to me, and I'm short, I'm tall, I don't have hair, blah, 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 you know. But are you willing? Are you willing to see, well, how could somebody like Bob go from nothing to so much? And he's got it all laid out. He's got it all laid out. Do you want to have a good health, good life? Do you want to start being fit? Like, what is your goal? Do you want to lose weight? I didn't mention that. I was working out for 2 years. P90X. You know the P90X with Tony Horton? Crazy shit going up and down. I couldn't shed off the weight. Just wouldn't go. No matter, I was like up to like 62 push-ups in 1 minute. I was doing a competition with my brother. Doing all that, I couldn't lose the weight. Because my mind. I did not have the image of what I want in my mind. Then I started studying the material. And I said, okay, why do I want to lose the weight? Why do I want to shed off the weight? What do I want to feel? So I went back to how I felt when I was 25 years old. I was in the army in Canada. I'm like, that's how I want to feel. That's why I want to lose the weight. So in an emotional side, I connected what do I want with why do I want to feel? And it's as if my body and my mind just gave myself a goal. My mind went for it. And in a matter of months, 4 months, lost the 24 pounds. And now I am where I want to be. I'm at the weight where I was 25 years old, feeling the best I ever felt. How is that possible? I still eat what I want to eat. I still eat all the tacos I want. I still eat the meat. I'm eating less meat in general, more fish. But it's all up here. It's all in the mind. You start controlling yourself. You start willing yourself to where you want to go, and you direct it. and you act based on that feeling. So we think, we start feeling, because the subconscious mind works based on feeling. Feeling is the conscious awareness of vibration. Big funky word. Feeling is the conscious awareness of vibration. So I want to feel it. My subconscious mind is only going to accept it and go for it. So when I give myself a command, my subconscious mind, because I run on automatic, I said, well, that's how I want to feel. Now it's going to do everything it can on automatic. So my weight stays where I want to be, 165 to 170 pounds. Perfect. That's what I want to be. See, we are habitual. You woke up this morning and you had your coffee the same way. You went down the stairs from your bedroom to the bottom floor. People knew what you were doing. We're 95% habitual. Your income, the way you eat, the way you walk, the noise you make. What if we can change that habit and connect you with it so that you can make that income, so you can start feeling good, so you can start acting good, so you can start living the life that you deserve? That's what we can teach you. So first we have to set a goal. That's what this goal is about. That's what do you want is about. What is your goal? You want to lose weight? You want to make more money? You want to find a boyfriend? You want to find a girl? What do you want? You got to want something. If you don't want anything, let's have a conversation. We'll figure out something for you. Hafsa smiling. So I love that. You got to want something. And if you don't have spark, if you don't have enough energy to know what you want, there's something going on. Because life is beautiful. Life is not dark. It might look dark, but we want to turn the light on. Like we want to, like as if the light goes on. In one of the videos we teach, it's like as if you're living in the dark and the door is going to open up and the light's going to come in. And you're going to start having a life. You're going to start having friends. You're probably thinking, there's nobody interesting in my life. Well, are you interesting? There's nobody that has any money that comes into my life. Well, do you have any money in your life? Are you willing to work to get that money? We have to become what we want. Thoughts become things. We become what we think about. You hear it, you know the law of attraction, but nobody understands how to put it in place. Well, we can show you how. I can show you the way. This is not just stories. This is real. You can read about the law of attraction all you want till you're blue in the face, until you see it and start doing it and start attracting it. Then it's going to work. We're gonna help you reprogram your subconscious mind to get you what you want. It's like that GPS. You know how you ever go to somewhere, you put it in GPS and it just takes you. You don't need to know where you're going. It just takes you there. So what if we can put that idea in your subconscious mind that that's what you want? The money that you want, the business that you want, the success that you want, the $1 million feeling, and it's going to go on working for you without you doing anything other than acting on the intuitive direction. You got to do something. You got to move your feet. This is not Aladdin, you know, rub the thing and the genie is going to come on. You got to do something. You got to be willing to do something. You got to set your mind on a goal. You got to be really sure that that's what you want. Make up your mind that you're going to get it, because you can set a goal, but you're still undecisive. If I don't get it, it's okay. No, that's not a goal. A goal is like, I'm doing it and I'm getting it. This is my goal. I'm going to do it every day. That's a goal. You want it. So you make up your mind that you want it. There's no more going back. It's like you burn the bridge. You ever heard of that? Burn the boats. That's it. There's no going back. So you set a goal, you make up your mind you want it, and you get on with the work, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. If it's going to be interviews, if it's going to be phone calls, if it's going to be emails, if it's going to be digging a hole somewhere, whatever it is, you're going to do what it takes. Now, why are you going to do that? You're only going to do that if you really want it. If you don't want it, you're not going to do it. And that's why so many people don't set goals and achieve them. Or set goals and don't achieve them. Because they don't really want it. They don't want the 6 abs. They're just kind of thinking about, oh, it's nice to have. Now, it's nice to lose the weight, but yeah, I'll be okay with 20 more pounds. I'll be okay if I make 60,000 for the next 10 years. You know, it's okay. It would be nice to make $1 million, but 60,000 would be okay. You have to basically be, how do I say it? Fed up with the current situation. You got to say enough. Enough is enough. I'm better than this. I deserve more. I want more, and I'm willing to do what it takes. You have to get fed up with the situation, not get upset and not give yourself a hard time and not becoming negative. You have to do it in a kind way, in a good heart way, in a way that makes you move in the direction of your desire. But you have to be willing to let go of a lot of things, because I'm going to show you the next couple of slides how all what it is moving to another frequency and vibration of your desire. You're going to move to another frequency. You probably heard that from Bob, frequency and vibration. What is that about? Well, you're here and you want to go there. It's all connected. What is there? That's just there. That's just another level. How do you go there? Well, you go there with your mind. That's what I call the meeting. Thoughts, feelings, action, results. So in your mind, I want to take you there. I want you to dream big. I want you to ask yourself that. What am I dreaming about? You know, am I getting paid enough? You know, do you have the guts to ask your boss, I'm wanting more money? Now, why would you even ask that? Because are you generating the money? You know, if you're generating enough income for your company, they will pay you more money. But you're probably not. Or maybe if you are, maybe you're in the wrong company. So we're going to give you enough confidence to do these things. And that's what Bob did with setting the goal. That's where I was going with this. We're going to get you doing what you haven't been doing, because your old paradigm is not letting you do it. Your old training, your old habitual behavior does not want you to change. It wants you locked up. But I'm going to show you how you can unleash this and start doing the things that you want to do, so you can give yourself a command and do it. And then we're going to give you a beautiful self-image, build a new one. There is nothing wrong with you. So many people spend years, oh my God, and with their old story and what has happened and the trauma they've lived. And I don't disregard that at all. We've all went through trauma. Yeah, I can't even tell you the story where I've been. But you know what? I let the stories behind. They're 11 now. You know, I lived that life already. It's behind. That was whatever, 23, 33 years ago. Yeah, I can go back. I can remember the story, but I don't want to keep living it every day. Why should I live the trauma every day? Why should I live the misery every day? Why should I live that I didn't have bread and I didn't have sugar and I didn't have meat? Yeah, it feels like a good story, and it was nice to get the empathy and, oh, I'm really sorry you had a rough life. I don't want to live it, but if you keep living it, you keep creating it. So I want you to stop living it. Stop living the misery. Start living a new life. What would life be like if you're having beautiful meals every day, beautiful house, beautiful car, beautiful job, flying in a plane, first class, instead of being coach in the back? You know? What would that be like? Don't live the past, live the new. Build that self-image so that the new life begins. That's what you got to do. Now, it's easy to say once you start experimenting with it and actually got some results. The first stages are not, but you just have to believe that you can do it. All you have to do is just look around. Trudy, Maria, Lori, ask around. I've written down 4 things on my goal card. When Bob said, write your goal on a goal card, write it down and put it in your pocket. 3 out of the 4 things have happened. I'm working on the 4th. Now, do I know what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that I'm going to keep going until it happens. So in 14 months, 3 out of the 4 things have happened. It works. So, but why is it not working for so many? Why are so many stuck in this paradigm? Well, let's see that. I'm reading this last book from Bob, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. And it's basically because so many have not burned the bridge. So many are not willing to let go of the past. So many are still living the past and not willing to let go of it. And this, even though you want this new life, he says here, when you're doing something that's out of the ordinary, your mental programming, your paradigm will try and stop you. So when you go on to build that new business, when you go on to build that new life that you want, your mental programming, your old you, that's your subconscious that's doing everything that you're doing. And I want you to know that you're running on automatic. Somebody else is in charge, and it's not really you. Yes, when you drive a car and you're paying on the phone and paying with the stereo, that's who's driving. You know, it's not, you're not driving, somebody else driving. So that's the old paradigm. So this, when you want to go to this new place to make the new money, make the new future, make the new business, your old you is going to stop you from going. And how does it stop you? Well, if you want to win, you must keep going. Your paradigm may be masked in complacency, fear, worry, anxiety, insecurities, self-doubt, mental hurry, and self-loathing. The result is to keep you stuck. Your old self does not want you to change. Your old self wants to keep you where you're at, safe. It does not want you to change. Your intuitive you wants to move. You look around and you see the wealth, you see the success, and you want to have it. But your old you does not want you. Welcome, Ahmad. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. Also had Paula earlier. Is Paula still here? Sure. I can't see. Would have liked her to say hi. So why is this old self keeping us where we're stuck? Well, this old self is keeping us stuck because that's the paradigm. That's the programming. That's the habitual behavior that we were living. We accepted when we were kids. When you were growing up as a kid, up to about the age 7, 8 year old, the program is already written. Your limitations are there. The parents told you all kind of things about money, all kind of things about position, all kind of things about success, all kind of things about rich people, all kind of things about what you can or cannot do, and you accepted all that information. Your subconscious is filled with ideas that are not serving you, and it's not going to let you go to the new you. You have a goal that you want to achieve, you have a business you want to build, and then fear strikes. Oh my God, why am I so scared? That's your old paradigm. So to change your results, to change how you feel, you got to change your paradigm. So that's the second reason why I decided to study with Bob. 3 things, actually. To learn how to make decisions fast, to shift my paradigm to a whole different level of income and feeling, and to make, to set a goal and achieve it. Like there's a science to setting a goal and achieve it. These were the 3 things that Bob is known for. Set a goal and achieve it. Shift your paradigm and make decisions fast. And he always said, you have to make decisions fast. You make decisions fast and you change slow. What does that mean? Because if you don't decide fast, the old self, the old you is deciding. The old paradigm. Now, that's very important. And that's why we don't want to go asking opinions. We don't want to go asking friends and neighbors about things that is not their business. Because when you tell somebody you want to make $1 million and they've never made $1 million, they're going to laugh at you. When you tell somebody you're going to open a business and they're just working at the barber shop or at the grocery shop, they're like, what the heck are you doing that for? Come on, work with me. You get $5 an hour. They don't know. So we have to learn to not do that. We have to learn to trust ourselves. Thoughts, feelings, actions. Your subconscious mind is going to tell you what to do, and you have to learn to trust it. How do you do that? Well, you got to study. Bob always said about studying. Studying what? Studying mindset material, studying information that's going to get you calm, because I want to get you to that next level with calmness and ease. I don't want you to get there with like anxiety and stress and relief. And I'm going to show you a quick video on anxiety and stress, how we can leave all that out of your life. You're going to love this video. There's no need to stress anymore. There's no need to stress that you want money. There's no need to stress that about anything. I don't worry about anything. It doesn't matter if the house takes off. It doesn't matter if the car is not even there outside. It doesn't matter. I don't worry about anything. I refuse to worry. Why worry? It doesn't do anything. See, Bob said, don't worry about anything. I said, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to follow what he said, and it works. Why worry? It doesn't do anything. Now, it doesn't mean I'm insensitive. It doesn't mean I'm not going to think of my kids when they're on the roller coaster somewhere, or when they're going down on the Black Diamond ski resort. It doesn't mean I don't think, oh, what if they get hurt, or what if that? But you think about it. The idea is going to come there, but I don't let it swallow me. I don't let it get me into terror and like, oh my God, are they coming home? Oh my God, right? I don't sit at night when my daughters I'm blessed with 2 daughters. They go on dates now and stuff. Are they coming back home? What car are they in? You know, have they been drinking? I don't worry. I don't worry if the business is going to be here or not. I know I do what I want to do, and the business will be here. So there's a way of thinking. It's just a different way of thinking, because this mind is ours to control. And we have to learn how to do that. We have to learn how to erase all that programming that we had when we were kids. See, if your parents have told you that money is evil, money is hard to get, only rich people have money, you should not do that. You probably have that programming in your mind. If your parents told you it's really hard work, to get money, you probably have bad programming. What if we can change all that concept, blow it out of the water, and rethink what you want? That doesn't mean you need to say anything bad to your parents. They did what they could. Just thank them. Send them love. You build yourself any way you want. And the material is going to teach you how to do that. We're going to set the goal. We're going to get you to start doing things that you haven't been doing. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to help you build a self-image that's so powerful, so beautiful. If you have a negative self-image about you, that's showing up in the world. We can teach you how to build a new image. See, your self-image is controlling your results right now. You might not like that, you might not understand it, but it is. So we just build a new model. What is this new model? Well, what do you want? Who do you want to look like? How much money do you want? What kind of success do you have? We build this new model, and you build a self-script. Where's mine? Mine is here somewhere. It's somewhere here. And you build it, and you start reading it, and reading it. And I'm going to show you how the thought can be impressed on the mind, and then your subconscious mind is going to let it give the body into vibration, so you can start moving into action. And thoughts become things like this. Now, that's what Baba's taught us. It's so beautiful. Now, I want to go back to desire, because that's the key to all your achievement. That's how you're going to stop procrastinating. If you're procrastinating on your goal, there's one of two reasons. You either don't know how to do it, and you're too scared, or it's not your goal anymore. See, you don't procrastinate on the things that you want. The car that you're driving right now, you wanted it, you got it. But there are so many things you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing. Why are you procrastinating? You either don't know how to do it, too scared, or that's not what you want anymore. So when your desire is correct and you are in touch with it, there's no procrastination. You're going to move into action. And the action does not need to be correct. That's the other thing I want to say. This does not mean every action we take is going to be right. We're going to take a lot of different action that's not going to be right. And it's okay. It's just a lesson learned. You're just going to learn. It's like your mind will go on automatic. It's like that plane that's moving from Florida to Chicago, and it's running on automatic guiding system. It's just going to keep correcting its way. So you do a mistake, you correct. I do mistakes all the time, not on purpose. Stuff happens. I take action. Boom, 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 boom. If you want money to start moving faster into your life, stop holding on to it. How does that for a change? If you're holding on to your money, I'm holding on to my money. How do you think money is going to come to you? It's like a river. Money has to flow right through you. Money is not to hoard. So it's automatically correct. You got to start doing what you want to become and behaving like that. We integrate the behavior, the new self-image, with the one that you believe that you want to have. And to learn how, you have to study the material. You have to connect with the information. You have to absorb it and adopt it and accept it. See, it's one thing to think of something. It's another to believe it. I want you to think of it, then I want you to believe it, but then I want you to start behaving like it. So if you think of something and start believing it, are you behaving like it? So if you think, all right, I'm a millionaire. Let's just take that example. Do you believe that you're a millionaire? You got to tell you, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. You keep telling yourself enough until you be, oh, I'm a millionaire. Okay, then the third step to this integration of results, can you behave like a millionaire? Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean you show up just fancy, but what does a millionaire in your mind look like? Are they showing up clean? Are they showing up presentable? Are they making everybody graceful? Are they leaving everybody with an impression of increase? Are you showing good attitude? Are you being gracious with your tips? Are you being generous? If you want to be a millionaire, you have to do certain things you've never done. So you have to start the feeling, the belief, and the behavior has to change. We call it praxis, lesson 8. We can teach you how to do that. Because if you don't change your behavior, it's not going to stick. Your subconscious mind has to believe what you want to do. It's going to believe it once you start acting the part. You act the part. There's a book that Bob keeps recommending by Stella Adler called, Acting. It's about acting. You keep acting it until it happens. 3 steps. It's not magic. It's like magic, You will get there. All right. It's all in the lessons, and we've got the roadmap to take you from setting the goal, start doing what you're not doing, fixing your self-image, not fixing. There's nothing wrong with you building a self-image that you want. Like if I want to be like a Tony Robbins, well, what do I want like him? Oh, speak like him, act like him, feel like him, have the cars. You start building that model, and you start thinking about it, reading it, writing it, affirming it. Then I start integrating the behavior. Then there's a step, we call it the terror barrier. Why are you so scared? Why are you so scared from taking action? You are born a risk taker. You saw the video, but you're so scared. Well, we teach you as you're trying to upgrade your business. Let's say your business is going from 1 million to 10 million. And somebody says, you know what, this is going to be awesome, but you're too scared to take the action. Or you're trying to hire a marketing company that's going to really 10 times your business, but you're too scared to do it. You're too scared to move. That's normal. What if we can teach you what's happening? What is that feeling that you're seeing? And you finally understand that taking risk is normal. Taking risk is natural to you. Thank you, Lori. You want to say bye? Go ahead. Go ahead, Lori, say bye.
Bye, everybody. I hope you guys take advantage of this. This is an amazing, amazing opportunity. And I'm just very thankful and grateful because even me writing some of this stuff down today, I like the praxis thing. So I haven't gotten that far, but I might take a peek at lesson 8. Thank you so much, Kamal. This is awesome.
So
yeah,
awesome.
I just got a nice offer over asking, so I got to deal with it. So yay.
Woo! Love
Yay.
it. Congratulations. So
Right.
good.
Thank you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So awesome. Lori is a beautiful example of where she took the material, you know, and she adopted it, and she's just running with it. And I just love what she's becoming. And, you know, her husband, her family, her business is growing in record times. It does not need to take long. You might think it does, but what if we can change your mind? Because you only think it does because your paradigm. If you want to change your results, you got to change your paradigm. You got to think, feel, become it, and then it's going to change. I love that Lori mentioned that. That's so good. So good. Now, we've got Maria, whenever you're ready to share for a couple of minutes your experience, I'd love to hear your voice. I want to find the next couple of pages I want to share. You want to speak now, Maria?
Yeah, why not?
All right, go for it. Maria is awesome. She studied with me with Bob Proctor for a bit, and then she's adopted the information and she's applying it to her business, and she's growing a nice, beautiful business where she's living. So Maria, mic's yours.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all here, and I'm happy to see that people like to change for better. I would start with me. I don't know, my light with the computer, I don't know very good how to use it. But you know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where are you and how are you at the moment? I'll start where I was. I met Bob Proctor program 1 year ago, around like that. I had all the school in my country. I am originally from Moldova, came speaking few languages. Even you see how I say speak English. Having the degrees, I came to Ireland 17 years ago. I'm a single mother at the moment with 3 kids. And I was studying all my life. I wanted to get a better job. How come I said a better? I was looking at the millionaires and I was thinking how these people are millionaires, and how Kamal said they teach us the time how we living. We was me personally in Soviet Union. We was born in different way. We can take everything from the universe, but then we was teached in another way, and the wrong way, I would say, because I was studying to get a better job. I finished university in Moldova. I came to Ireland. I have 4 degrees, because I wanted a better life, a better business. I was thinking about businesses, and so on. And finally, through one of my friends, we was speaking. We meet because I am on another type of business, you know, because I want to grow anyway, about this program. And just to, you know, Kamal is the greatest consultant. He is very good at what he's doing. When I meet this program, I was listening how I'm listening now to Kamal, and I was saying, how that possible? How is this, you know? But, you know, I am an action taker all my life. I am not a hesitate. When I hear something like that, I ran after the information. I wanted to see what is it. And I make the decision straight away. I said, if these people can do it, what I'm going to lose if they winning all the time? And when Bob is speaking 61 years he's doing this business, and he's never born, God bless him, he's never born to do something. You're never born to do something. You wake up an excitement that you have every single day you live to do something different than what you, and what I want to say, I take the decision from the first time I hear this information, because I was thinking, wow, that's great. That sounds amazing. That's impossible. How can I do it? And I just joined. I joined the program, and my life changed completely from the second day. I got the book. I ordered the book. I took the action straight away. I ordered the book, Think and Grow Rich, and I started to study everything, and my body was like, you know, I was excited. What is that? How is that? You know, how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to thinking, how I'm going to implement this, how I'm going to achieve these things. Yes, it's possible. Everything is possible. It's amazing how you study. My life changed from the first day, and I'm just growing, and I just want to be more and more, and I want to every single one here, everyone around me, I want every single one to listen to this material, to listen to Kamal what he's talking because he when I see he have 5,000 followers, 5,000 and 1 month he get, I was looking, I said, come on, how did you get that? That was on his goal card. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that, because he's a great teacher, and he's a great follower of Bob Proctor, and I'm amazed. And but I have goals, my goals. I couldn't believe all my life from Moldova when I came to all my studies and all my degree. I never achieved what I achieved in half a year. I never all my life. I don't want to tell you how old I am. I'm half of my life, what Bob lived, you know, and I didn't achieve this, what I achieved in half a year. It's a very, 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 very big experience. It's so easy material. It's so enjoyable. It's so, Kamal said everything here. He said everything here. And you know why I'm joining and I'm here? It's just because I want to improve every single day. I want to see the people who want to change their lives. I want to be for the people, even one person. If one person is here who I invited, I will be so happy that I invite somebody here. I want this person to change. I want him to achieve to what I achieve, and that's how we're going to grow. And that's what Bob he wanted, and all the other, like Kamal. We want to be not one or two. We want to be thousands like this, millions, because everyone will live happy and peaceful and joyful life.
So good.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, what excites me the most is feeling the energy and seeing the smile and the vibrancy of those who are studying the material and how much life they have, right? You know, you can have an average life, but you can still have an average life with vibrancy and life. This life that's coming to and through you is going to be shining. People are going to be telling you, what are you on? What is going on with you? I think Trudy said that many times. Like, the people are asking her, what are you doing? What's happening? And she's like, I'm studying this material. And then they're like, well, what material? They're like, well, this material, thinking into results. Now, you might not believe this, that you can just study something and make you feel like that, but it is just real. So I want to thank you, Maria, for being here today. And I want to thank Lisa Gray. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa Gray is helping me on LinkedIn. Thank you, Lisa, for joining. It's very late for her. It's in evening time in Africa. So I appreciate you helping me set this up, Lisa.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And every one of you that's joining that, you know, some of you barely know me and you're trusting yourself with this time. I don't take it lightly. So I want to thank you for that trust. So what I'm going to share with you next is a couple more slides, and then I'm going to show you what this paradigm is about and what thinking into results is about. And I'm so proud of my nephew as well. Justin is here from Toronto. So my awesome, I'm his godfather. Justin, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Great to see you. So can you all see my screen? I just want to make sure you can see my screen. See my screen?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So once you get to starting to study with us, and this is the thing, it's a journey. We're going to help you grow. We're going to help you become. We're going to help you achieve. It's not an overnight, but it's going to start working like magic for you. Okay. You know, we're going to help you set a goal, and we're going to get into that lesson in a second. And the beauty of it, I have some clients in different languages. Like I have some people in Lebanon. So inside the lesson, there's, you know, transcript in Arabic, but you can see it's English, Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, German, Danish. And these are the lessons. It's a 12-lesson system, right? Because I really wanted to show everybody what Bob did over the past 61 years. Well, this is it. So this man, he rest in peace, Bob. This is his legacy. This is what's going to propel you to that next level. So if you want a roadmap, if you want a quick shortcut, how to get to that next level, this is it. This is how I know how to do it. This is how I know how I got my team to 1.5 times the sale, how I got my results to be 3 times. And it's going to go 10 times because it's just going to be magnified. You know, the attraction, the information, the people are coming into my life, and I'm going to show you few more things. So we can help you set the goal. We help you start doing what you should be doing. And then we help you with your self-image, that you're going to have a beautiful image. There's nothing wrong with you right now. If somebody told you there's something wrong with you, they don't know what they're talking about. You are beautiful the way you are. You are amazing the way you are. You are here. That's what counts. You are asking for more. The fact that you are all here, you know, Clubhouse and on the Zoom, and I encourage everybody to jump on the Zoom because you get to see the pictures and the videos. You are asking for more. Your inner spirit is rising. And I want you to take on that opportunity, that tell yourself, yes, I want this. Tell yourself, I deserve more. I can have more, because you can. It doesn't, don't be even thinking about the cost, because you don't even have to buy today. I just want you to know that you can have a better life. You can have the good life, the good health, the good wealth. You can have more clients, more customers. It's all up here. It's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. It's not the how. Let go of the how, the journey of the how. You've been asking, wanting for more, and we came across like this. This is what it is. Then we're going to help you to stop being scared. I'm going to show you a few minutes of the terror barrier. All right. There's 3 things I want to show you. A bit of the first lesson, a bit of the terror barrier. And I also want to show you, because you probably know more people than me that are anxious, worried, afraid, scared, disintegrated. They're taking depression pills and they're depressed. They're sad. I'm going to help you that we can heal them. Now, I'm not saying I'm a doctor, and I'm not saying to stop taking the pills if that's what's been prescribed. But I'm telling you, when I'm sharing with you what I know that works, you can control your mind to start feeling better. And I can help you move from negativity to positivity. That's what this material does. And I'm going to help you magnify your mind to mastermind at the next level. And I'm going to show you what that's all about. And then we're going to help you how to start behaving that next person that you want to be, because you can think of something, you can start believing it, but are you behaving like it? I'm going to show you how to do that. That's in lesson 9, praxis. And then we're going to show you how to become a leader, how that you can come into a room. You ever notice that? Somebody in your business, they come into the room and everybody's looking at them. What do you think? They have more glow? Do you think it's their suit? Do you think it's their watch or their shoes? There's an energy about them. There's an energy field that they're moving with. There's their grace. There's the way they talk, the way they behave, the way they act. We're going to teach you how to do that. These are video lessons, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. It doesn't take long. 15 minutes a day, you can be done with some questions. So I'm going to show you how this works. So this is not just about making money. This is not just about overcoming challenges. This is about understanding yourself. This is so much bigger. You've hit the thing today. Serious. If you want to understand the changes that's going on out there, this is going to be about your family. It's going to be about your social life. It's going to be about your health, your life. You have really absolutely no idea what this is going to take you. It's so good. So let's do that. We are already in the Zoom. I might as well play for you the first 5 minutes of the worthy ideal, so you can hear from Bob how this can change your life. Okay, let's do that. And if there's any questions, you can put them in the chat, and then we can start answering them in a little bit. And I put in the chat here on the Zoom box the link for the CRM system and a calendar link so you can book an appointment. So make sure you are in the CRM. So let's see what Bob talks about in lesson 1, how to set a worthy goal. When I told you at the beginning, what is your goal? What do you want? You want a relationship? You want a house? Do you know how to set a goal? Let's see what Bob says.
Hello there and welcome. I want to congratulate you for taking part in this program, Thinking into Results. You know, you probably think this just has to do with your work, but it really doesn't. This has to do with your family. It has to do with your social life, your health. It has to do with your life. I began studying this material close to 50 years ago. My life has changed so dramatically. I live in a healthy body. I'm happy. I'm wealthy. I have friends all over the world. And I have business all over the world. And it's all because of this material. You have absolutely no idea where this is going to take you. And when we talk about results, let's understand this. It's what we think that ultimately manifests as results. And that may seem like a bit of an exaggeration or maybe even a fairy tale to you at this point. But as you start to study it, you're going to realize it's not an exaggeration and it's not a fairy tale. It's real. So take this program seriously. Your leaders are going to give you something that you're going to be grateful for the rest of your life. I am forever grateful every day to have this information, because you see, I'm in charge of me. I'm in charge of my world, and you're going to take charge of your world. You'll no longer be a victim of circumstance or a victim of any kind, because you're going to take responsibility for your life and the results you get. We never have to blame. We never have to look at anybody else. And we are in control of how we think, how we feel, how we act, and therefore the results we get. You're going to start loving how you spend your days when you've got thinking into results in your pocket and in your mind. Enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Sandy Gallagher, your partner on this journey, Thinking into Results. When I first met Bob Proctor, I was already a successful business attorney, and I thought my life couldn't get much better, but it did. My life has expanded dramatically. I've learned a lot from Bob since we first met. He got me to shift my thinking and see the relationship of my mind to my behavior and my results. Bob Proctor is widely considered one of the greatest teachers in the world on the topic of human potential and growth. He's worked with many of the top companies around the world, from banks to airlines to insurance companies to computer giants like IBM. Working with Bob generates phenomenal results. One of the most valuable concepts that Bob taught me is the importance of setting goals. Not just any goal, not a goal you know how to achieve. I'm talking about a goal, a dream, a vision, something you think, something you know, in fact, is beyond your experience today. Because the true purpose of a goal is to help you grow in your awareness of yourself and of your team. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What are your goals? Let's see how you can begin thinking in a new and powerful way and begin discovering your true purpose in life. Are you ready?
Are you ready? So good. I love it. So good. So let me show you the other slides. That's kind of the beginning of it. Like, obviously, I cannot share all of it because it would take too long, but there are 20-minute slots of these videos. So let's look at this. You want to achieve more, but we talked about this idea in your mind, this paradigm. And a paradigm is a mental program that's in your mind, and it has exclusive control over your habitual behavior. Everything you're doing is happening by the paradigm. You're automatically running by it. It's running your life. And we're going to help you change. We're going to help you change this paradigm. For you to change your results, for you to start making more money, start having the life that you deserve, start living your dream life, we're going to have to change your habits. That's what Bob figured out. Now, when Bob was studying for 10 years with in the beginning, he wanted to know, how did he go from nothing to something? He was making millions of dollars in the 60s. Well, he figured out how to change the paradigm. He figured out that that's what it is. So all we have to do is just change the paradigm. You want to change your results, we change your paradigm. Is it easy? It's not complicated, but you need guidance how to do it. You need community. You need a group. You need a loving, nurturing environment. You need the right material to study, to actually really understand, because your subconscious mind is kicking you in the butt. It's not letting you change. Remember what I told you, you are in jail. It does not want you to change. We're going to have to cut you loose. We're going to have to cut the change on the old self and build a new you. That's all part of the paradigm. We're going to help you change that. We're going to help you build a whole new you. You want to change your results, you have to change your paradigm. Because once you start taking responsibility, once you start accepting that where you are now is all you, we have to stop blaming. We have to just accept where we are and know where we are and know where we want to go. We know where we are. Do we know where we want to go? Once we accept that, two things we need to know for our new life. Let's see if this is going to be fine. All right. Presenting in a weird format, but it's okay. So we know where we are. We know where we want to go. In your mind, not physically, in your mind. We need to help you to stop being stuck. And we're going to show you the way. One lesson at a time. Build a goal. Know where you are, where you want to go. Change your paradigm and change your results. So I'm not going to present this paradigm slide again and save time. But here's the but. And I mentioned at the beginning, just like Trudy did, just like Maria did, just like Lori did, just like I did, we made a decision. We made a decision that it's not going to be enough anymore to have what we have. It's not enough the income that we're making. It's not enough the life that we were having. We made a decision and we said, you know what? I want more. I deserve more. You need to make a decision. Do you want to improve your life? Because if you want to accept what you have, you're not going to get in your life. You have to decide. We got to think of something. We're going to decide if we want it. And that's it. We're going to go for it. You're going to decide. You make that decision. It's a permanent, firm decision. It's different than deciding to buy a bag of apples. That's nothing. That's just, transaction. You're going to decide on your new life that you deserve more and you want to achieve more. You got to make a decision that you are worth more. It's a big difference. In the chapter in Decisions and Think and Grow Rich, we talk about it quite a bit. You got to learn how to make decisions fast. Now, I'm going to explain this slide, and then I'm going to explain the fear and the terror barrier. So this image is incredible. Now, this is this golden thing that you see. This is what we call the stickman figure, okay? So the top part is your conscious mind. The bottom is your subconscious. And it's okay. If it's new to you, don't worry about it too much. Just work with me. Remember, we're going to think of something. You're going to dream of what you want. You're going to dream about it. And then we're going to tell our subconscious mind what we want. Okay? What is it that we want? Well, we're going to think about it. We want to dream it. We're going to imagine, use the higher mental faculties. We're going to imagine it. And these arrows are going to impress the idea on the subconscious mind. Okay? Remember, I called this seminar thinking, thoughts, feelings, and actions. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. We're thinking with our intellectual mind, conscious mind. We are going to start feeling what we want with our emotions. I want you to get emotionally engaged. I want you to say, I am a millionaire, and be happy about it. How is that going to make you feel? Like, what is this emotion that you're going to get out of this goal? What is it going to be like when you're living in your condo by yourself or with a partner in a place of your choice in Miami or in Florida or in Texas? I don't know what it is. What's it going to feel like? Trudy's laughing. I don't know where she's moving next. Maybe Costa Rica. Hint, hint. So emotionally get engaged with the idea. Now, why is this important? I want to get the little annotation here, see if I can draw a little bit. I like drawing. I want a blue color. So you see, this part here is your conscious mind. But we want to get to this subconscious mind, this bottom part here. Because this baby, this subconscious mind is connected to the infinite intelligence. And I don't want to get too spiritual on you. I don't know what you believe in, what God, is all good. It's all good. We accept everybody here. But this subconscious mind is connected to infinite intelligence. All the wisdom, all that there ever is, science and theology both agree everything is already created. So once your subconscious mind accepts what you want, it's going to go on working for you. Remember I told you this plane is going to from place to another on automatic. It might go up and down, up and down, up and down, but it's going to get to the target. Well, this target that we want, we need to put it in your mind. We're going to need to have a target in your mind. We need to have a target. The book you want to write, the house you want to build, the life you want to have. What is this target? And your subconscious mind is going to help you get it. It's going to keep doing things until you get it. Now, that's only going to happen if you don't give up on it. If you give up on it, you give up on it. If you try 2 times, you're going to give up on it. Like, you know, you cannot give up on your goal. If you give up on your goal, that means you don't want it. You didn't really want it. You just change your mind. So what happens? This is in your mind. You're going to get intuitive ideas what to act on. And these ideas that you're going to get as to what to act, who to call, what to feel, are going to make your body go into vibration to take the action. And the action is the business transaction. The action is the phone call. The action is going to the gym. The action is reading another book, maybe. I don't know, some action. Your mind is going to tell you what to do next. You need to learn how to make decisions fast. And your mind is going to tell you what to do. Intuitive, that gut feeling. You ever had that gut feeling? But you don't trust it. I'm going to teach you how to trust your gut feeling. This is going to change your life. Because this is how people go from here to there very quickly. Shortcut. We're going to think of something you really want. You're going to get emotionally engaged with it. This is thoughts, feelings. Your feeling, your emotional mind, your subconscious mind is going to tell you what to do. You're going to listen to it, and you're going to take the action. And then things are going to start happening. The world's going to give you a reaction. It's like I'm doing this presentation. 5 months ago, I had, I think, 2 people. 4 months ago, I had 6 people. Now I have 19. There's 8, 9 people here on Clubhouse. So I take an action and I attract people. So it just keeps growing, right? So the presentation grows from 2 people to 5 to 10 to 19 to eventually 100 to what Maria just said. There's thousands of people following the information. How did I do that? Thinking, taking action, thinking of what I want, taking this action. I need more help. Of course I do. There's all kinds of things we can be doing. But the world's going to react back and give me back what I deserve because I want it. And it's in integrity with the system, integrity with the laws. I'm doing something good to the world. I'm acting based on what I know. And then you grow. So that's the idea. That's how you do it. This is the magic. This is the stickman figure. Now, most people, when I say most, 90%, are acting based on the environment. What they feel, and I call this the environment, just what they feel, see, hear, and touch. They're not in touch with their higher being. They're not in touch with their higher self. And if you've never seen any of this, this might seem so fancy. So people are working based on their taste, feeling, touch. But do you know there's a higher side to you? That's the beautiful side. That's how you can become creative. That's how people write poetry and music, and they get planes to go up in the air, and Edison gets the light bulb, right? And Einstein comes up with all these ideas. How does that happen? There's a higher side of you. And there is one inside of you. There is a higher side of you. Okay? There is. You just have to reach in and dig deeper. Now, that's what happened when I reached in. When I started asking these questions, how can I achieve more? How can I help more people? How can I start making more money? How can I start give back more? That's when Bob showed up. Because I wanted to be more. I wanted to do more, accomplish more. And not just Bob. I wanted to learn how to make decisions fast. Again, we got to learn how to make decisions fast. We cannot make decisions slow. It takes forever. Nothing happens forever. You're in the paradigm. Then I picked Bob because he was the best. I mean, Bob was taught by Earl Nightingale, who was taught by Napoleon Hill. He's changed millions of companies, millions of lives. So the lineage is just incredible in thinking into results. It's the process of what you're going to have if you come on this journey to study with it. We're going to show you how, day in, day out. This is going to be a system for you. Now, look what I'm attracting into my life. How is that possible that in a short amount of time, I'm hanging around people that are running an industry of coaching and professionalism? Harrison has got 43 years as a spiritual leader, mindset. He charges like thousands of dollars, but we're hanging out. We're masterminding together a program that's going to transform a lot of coaches. This guy, James Dentley, beautiful person. We're going to be on his TV show. How is that possible? A year ago, I wasn't even in existence. Nobody even heard of me. Now I'm going to be on TV with James Dentley. He trains Les Brown, which Trudy knows, right? Here, I attracted Laurel into my life. Yeah, she attracted me as well. But she was with Bob in the movie The Secret. I didn't realize it, even though I saw the movie. But then I became more aware. Then I was with a meeting with Bob. She showed up. Now we're working together. Where is that going to go? I don't know where it's going to go. Places, a lot of places. Income, profits, helping others become better, coaching others on the next level. Forbes Riley, we text all the time. She's Trudy's best buddy. And I met them both in a different way, right? So what I'm saying is that this information is going to bring into your life things you never imagined what. I don't know what's going to bring to your life. Everything you want. And that's the magic of it. This is me and my youngest, and this is the greatest gift that I could do for my kids. This is Sarah on the left here. She's my 20-year-old. She's studying this material with me. And this is Laurel. We were studying together in a mastermind, $1 million mastermind meeting. Now, that doesn't come easy. This was not like that a year ago. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm just saying that this is the kind of life you can start having. You just have to dream of what you want, get emotionally engaged with it. You think, you feel, you take action. And yes, sometimes there's some investment. Sometimes there's time investment. Sometimes there's resources investment. You got to be willing to do, remember? You got to be willing to do what it takes. You got to, if you want to hang around people that are interesting, you got to become interesting. We can teach you how. And that's what thinking into results is about. The paradigm has got a hold of you. I'm going to read for you. The paradigm is going to stop you from everything. It's going to sneak up on you. James DeMartini. He's living on a boat, on a yacht, like for the last 6 months, away from society, and he was running his multi-million-dollar. He's got, I think, 10,000 coaches. We're about to partner with him on something so big, so phenomenal. But what am I saying that? I'm saying that you can have these results. You can have these goals. You can have these dreams. Because if you have information right now in your mind, that's just because what school gave you. So we frequently do not do what we know how to do. Superior knowledge, inferior results causes confusion and frustration. And to change that, to change your results, to start feeling better, becoming better, acting better, making more, we're going to change your paradigm. How do you do it? Thinking into results. I don't know any other way. If I know any other way, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm masterminding with the best in the field. James DeMartini, Harrison Klein, Mark Tishoni, my client group. I'm building the best of what I know so I can stretch, so I can reach a new height of knowledge, information, awareness. New paradigm. You want the new results? You want a better life? Change your paradigm. How to change your paradigm? Study, thinking into results. Study something much different than you. But you will need to do it systematically. We need to get you to go on a path. This is not random. Remember this picture. I'm gonna go back. See, this is Bob at the age of 87, and he's been studying this for 61 years. He's been studying what? He's been studying what Andrew Carnegie did, the teaching that he gave to Napoleon Hill, what Napoleon Hill did, the laws of success, what Earl did. So Bob has been studying all this material, and he put it all in thinking into results. And that's what we got. So I just want to study with the best because I want to become the best. And that's what I want you to be. I want you to become the best version of you. The best version of you, the best result that you can ever have is by helping your mind become that better. And that paradigm will try to take you back. So we have the best information, the best, the quickest way. Now, a couple more slides, and then we're going to do a quick video. And then maybe some questions. So this paradigm has got hold of you like you're in a cage. See that red mark, that red box? Your ability to earn money, your perception, the use of time, effectiveness is locked in. All areas of your life is affected by this paradigm. And for that to change, we need to unlock you. We need to remove this paradigm. I need to teach you how to do it. Now, when that happens, once we unchain this paradigm and change it, look what happens. All areas of your life are going to change. You're going to have huge amount of change in what you understand, the same information as you listen to it again is going to mean something different. You're going to see more opportunities. It's like the best example I can give you is like you're in a dark room and you turn the light on. Right now we're in a dark room. Whatever is your results are at, you're in a dark room and we're going to turn the light on. Excuse me, or my tongue rolled. We're going to turn the light on. The light bulb is going to turn on. We're going to have a new paradigm. Your paradigm, not mine. You're going to start this new light because I don't know what you want. And this change is going to be so huge because you're going to have control all over your life. You're going to improve in every area. People tell me, what's the shortcut? There is no shortcut. There is just you starting today. Make a decision to change your life. It's your life. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not, you buy the information and suddenly you're going to have it. No, you're going to have to study. You're going to have to want it. If you think you can just buy this and you just become that next person, don't waste your money. Unless you're committed and you want to study with me, I welcome you aboard. Because this is going to take some work on your side. I'm sorry to tell you that. You're very disappointed because this is not a quick fix pill. Bob said once in one of the talks, if I can take a syringe and put it in your butt and give you this information and make you better, I'd do it. But that's not the way it works. Well, I have to connect you emotionally with your goal. I have to help you think much bigger than what you are. And you're going to have to unlock these chains. Only you can do it. I can only show you the way. You are the one that are going to change. Nobody can help you with the paradigm. Nobody can fix your subconscious. You can do it. You hear it, hypnosis and NLP and all that stuff. Only you are in charge. You're allowing everything to happen, but I'm going to give you the keys. I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom. So if you want to change, and change in a big way, thinking into results is incredible. I just love it. I just love it. We're going to talk about this frequency and vibration in a second, but if you have any questions, put them in the comment. The next thing is I'm going to share with you, I think we said the fear video, right? Yeah, I think that's what we said. I want to share with you why people are scared. Why are you scared? Now, of course, I can't share with you the whole video, but I'll share with you a bit of it. And then we're going to do the anxiety, because now so many people suffer from that. And then we'll take some questions. Sounds good? Everybody's awake?
Yes, sounds good.
All right, great. All right, so if you have, for those on Clubhouse, if you haven't jumped to Zoom, jump on Zoom. It's a much better view. So let's see this fear video, this trampling that terror barrier, because that cripples a lot of people. So many people want to do things, but they're so scared. So the paradigm is acting up, and the paradigm will sneak up on you in complacency and fear and worry and doubt. But we know once you understand how this works, oh baby, get out of the way. So let's watch a few minutes of this thing.
Hello again, this is Sandy Gallagher welcoming you back into Thinking into Results. You know, when you set out on the direction of your goals, often the landscape is a bit riddled with obstacles, like barrier walls that get in our way. And one of the biggest barriers is fear. Bob likes to call it the terror barrier. It's easy to discover your terror barrier if you set a goal outside your comfort zone like Bob encourages you to do. And once you become emotionally involved with that goal and you start moving towards it, you can crash right into that terror barrier, and it doesn't feel good. Here's an example. When I decided to partner with Bob Proctor to create a global organization dedicated to helping companies and their people grow and reach their goals, I hit the terror barrier hard. How could I do this and keep my full-time law practice? It's like they say, fear knocked. I opened the door and fear was no more. When I plowed through that terror barrier, I was able to see I could do it. Each day, something new comes up, and it gives me an opportunity to hit that wall of fear and push through it. And when I do that, I grow, and my world gets better and better. Now here's Bob to help you get through the terror barrier that just might be keeping you from the results that you desire.
Now, I want you to think for a moment, why is it so many people get excited about a goal and in the end it fizzles? Never happens. Have you ever wondered why there's a very small select group of people that really do hit the big goals and most never do? See, the truth is most people don't hit the goal at all because they set the wrong one. Now, you've got to go after the C-type goal. That's where you start off with the fantasy. You've got to go after the big one. And you've got to get the big one. Now, I'm going to tell you what will happen. You're going to come face to face, just bang like that, with what I refer to as the terror barrier. And if you bounce off that terror barrier, you're sunk. But if you gain an understanding of what's happening, you can crash right through the terror barrier. And everyone that has ever accomplished anything has all come up against the terror barrier and they've crashed right through it. Now, to understand this, we've got to go back to the stick person concept. So I want you to take a look here. Here's the full graphic illustration. Okay, bondage, reason, terror barrier, freedom. Now let's come back to bondage. What do we mean by that? Well, here's the individual, their conditioning we're going to refer to as X-type energy. So in the subconscious mind, the paradigm is referred to as X-type energy. Everybody, X is the unknown factor. Therefore, the person is in physically in an X-type vibration. Their behavior is X-type behavior, and they get X-type results. Now, what kind of a thought do you think they're going to think when that power flows into their consciousness? They're going to think X-type thoughts. People that earn $50,000 a year are not thinking thoughts of a person that earns $150,000 a year. Mostly they don't even dream about it. No, they think thoughts of a person that's earning $50,000 a year. See, X-type conditioning produces X-type thoughts, and they stay in that vibration and they keep getting the results year in, year out, usually right throughout their life. They're living in bondage. They are not free. They don't even understand the concept of freedom. You hear them say it, but they don't understand it. When they talk about freedom, they're just making a noise. There's no awareness that goes with it. Now let's take, this is a process that I'm talking about here that you go through in goal achieving. So we go from bondage, we go to reason. Now, here's the same individual, X-type conditioning, X-type vibration, X-type behavior, and X-type results. Now, this individual is going to entertain a Y idea. The Y idea comes from somewhere else. Now, as long as the Y idea is just in the conscious mind, you can reason with it and nothing happens. Nothing. You've got the Y idea in your conscious mind. Now, that could be, sell the business. It could be go after a goal that is way out there. Now, as long as the Y idea is just in the conscious mind, everything's fine. You're not going to act on it because you have to turn it over to the subconscious, but we haven't done that. So here's a person, X-type conditioning, X-type behavior, X-type results, but they are beginning to entertain the idea of doing something greater than they're doing. They aspire to do something beyond where they're at. And what's really happening is that the uniqueness within them is seeking expression. And that's why they have begun to think beyond where they're at. Now, this is what we call reason. And you can think anything you want, as long as you don't internalize it, nothing happens. Now, let's go to the next level. Here we've gone from bondage to reason. Now we're going to hit the terror barrier. Now, think of this for a moment. It's the X-type energy in the subconscious mind that controls the vibration we're in. The vibration we're in on a conscious level is referred to as feeling. Feeling is a word we invented to describe conscious awareness of the vibration we're in. Now, here's a person with Y idea in the conscious mind, and they start to get emotionally involved in the Y idea. When they go to get emotionally involved in the Y idea, now they're in an XY vibration. This is a chaotic vibration, and instantly worry and doubt registers on the conscious mind, fear on the subconscious, and on a physical level, it's anxiety. All hell is breaking loose in this person. They go to step out and go ahead and they hit this terror barrier and they bounce right back into bondage. Now, this happens with almost everyone. Person goes to buy their first house. The terror barrier hits. They go home, they're scared. They've got the money, they want to buy a house, they're scared. Person goes to quit a job and start a business. They're scared. They're scared. That's what they want to do, but they're scared. Or the person has a company and they decide they're going to take their company global. We're going to build this company all over the world. And fear strikes. What if I lose? And you see, when you get involved in the XY vibration on an emotional level, your whole being changes. You're not in the X vibration anymore. You're in the XY vibration, and you hit that wall. That is called a terror barrier. Now, Thoreau said, if a person advances confidently in the direction of their dream and endeavors to live the life they've imagined, they will meet with success unexpected in common hours. You see, you just have to endeavor. You just have to give it your best shot to live the life you've imagined. How did you build that great big fantasy? How did you turn that fantasy into a theory? How did you turn the theory into a goal? You said, I'm able to do it, and you said, I'm willing. And that's when you start to get emotionally involved. He said, if you endeavor, give it everything you've got, and you can go right through that terror barrier. Understand what's causing the fear. You see, it's the understanding of what's causing the fear that enables you to go through it. Understanding is really the key to freedom.
You're mute, Kamal.
Kamal, are you trying to say something?
Kamal, you unmute yourself. You can't hear us, maybe. I have to write to him.
Kamal, you're muted. Unmute, Kamal. Come to the bright side.
I'm unmuted now, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, well, the Zoom on the computer crashed, so I have to reboot the computer quickly. But it's all good. You can hear me, right? You hear the